Man, I don't know anyone who actually likes the rear fender on one of these. I think that'd be such a neat looking bike without it. But we learned on the internet that the fender eliminator for the earlier year models doesn't work on the 2025 for some reason. Haven't validated that, but there is a solution. We normally print with a filament called PLA. The problem with PLA is it absorbs water, so we can't really have it outside in the elements. And it doesn't really handle high temperatures like being in direct sunlight very well. So we're gonna have to change out the filament that we have in the 3D printer and put something in there that's a little more well suited. Here on my lovely 230cc work table, I have some, I believe it's ABS. Yeah, ABS. So this black filament will work better in the elements. So I'm gonna get that loaded into the 3D printer so we can print something out. We've got our ABS loaded into slot 3, and ABS is a little more volatile of a filament to use. So we've got some good filtration going on here. I've got an enclosure that I've sealed up so that we can control kind of airflow. This enclosure has a fan that is venting into our exhaust fan for this room, and I've also got, I think it's called a bento box or something. I'm not sure exactly how you say that, but there is a filter on the inside that's got both a HEPA filter and a dual charcoal canister filter. So we're being as safe as we can with this, and we're gonna let it air out and print all this nasty stuff without us being anywhere near. On the website Thingiverse, a creator, Parts Josh, has posted a tail tidy for the 2025 R3. I don't like Thingiverse because it's ad enabled and some of the ads try to execute malicious code on your computer, so you might try and download this on like an iOS device instead of a Windows device and then kind of go from there. So I'm gonna prepare this for print, and once it's done slicing and generated and supports are generated so it doesn't fall over when it prints, we'll send it down there to the Bamboo Lab and get going. Some nice, wonderful trees. Looks like it's gonna be 5 hours. So we're talking 9 at night. Yeah, good enough. Let's try it. Since this isn't a flat piece that just sits on the bed, we have to have what's called supports. These little kind of tree things branch up and hold the parts that would otherwise be an overhang. This side printed okay. On this side we had an issue where one of the supports fell down during the print job. I'm not quite sure why, but it still printed okay anyway. So next I'm gonna get the supports off and kind of clean things up a little bit so that it's ready to go. I think if I had to print it again, I'm going to make sure the layer lines are lined up so I don't have artifacts like that on the side of the print. Yeah, oh well, it'll be fine. Pretty cool. Wife.
Yes?
Let's get it on.
Let's get it on.
Yeah, how about that? A lot better. That'll work just fine.